Sounds like so it sounds like a seaman poem, that does to me, you know. You remember haikus, 575?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Sounds like you're making a poem about seamen.
All right. Other leagues have we got to cover? I think we're done, aren't
Well,
we?
what about the Chinese Super League?
Chinese Super League. God. We haven't covered the Premier League, actually.
What
Chinese Super
what's the
League, right?
latest? What's the
Chinese
latest
Super
on the
League.
ground in Guangzhou?
So, Guangzhou Evergrande are the best team.
It's quite a nice. That's quite a nice shirt, actually.
It's a lovely kit. I don't know if you can see this one over here. This one's Beijing Guan as well. It's beautiful. I prefer that one. But Evergrande have won several Asia Champions Leagues in recent years. They regularly win the league. They didn't win it last year. Jiangsu Suning won it last year and then folded.
Oh.
So now Guangzhou Evergrande are no longer allowed to be called Guangzhou Evergrande because Evergrande is a company. So they're just Guangzhou FC now.
What's happened to Evergrande?
Evergrande is a property company. So the government have introduced laws whereby you have to have like an actual name, like Guangzhou City or.
Oh, okay.
So they're now just Guangzhou. They might be Guangzhou, you know, I don't know. They're Guangzhou something. There's two Guangzhou teams. One of them's Guangzhou FC and one of them's Guangzhou City now. So listeners, if you know more than me about Chinese football,
I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I know what's coming up, and I'm going to be in trouble. So
I'm going for Guangzhou again, even though they've let Paulinho go. I would highly anticipate that they will win the league. They've actually got the world's biggest football academy now. Have a look at it. It is. If anybody wants to go and Google something, Google the Guangzhou Football Academy. It looks like an old Victorian town. It's very, very strange, but it's massive.
So we're in the Asian century, Rob. When are China, the nation, going to be good at football?
I don't think they're going to be good anytime soon.
That's disappointing.
So there's several reasons for that. I'm going to make a video on this at some point. But one of them is purely economic. So in England, a club will pick up the best young players in the area. Yeah. Sure. It's the same in Australia. It's the same in most Western developed countries. They'll send scouts to watch youth team games. In China, you send your child to Guangzhou Evergrande and pay them to train your child until he's 16.
Right.
That's the way you get in a club in China, is by paying for the child to be trained by that club. So they're missing out on a huge portion of talent because they're not getting the street kids.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting. You see kids playing in the street and stuff like that. It's becoming more popular.
Yeah, especially in the South. South China, football is massive. Football's massive, and we play every week. And some of the young lads, especially like there's a team who we played the other week. Most of them have been and studied abroad. These young lads, like in their early 20s, and they were ridiculously good, man. They absolutely battered us. So there's a lot of talent there, but it doesn't get picked up.
Yeah,
no one's looking for it. So.
Yeah, getting slight. You remember? Well, of course you will. Colonel Gaddafi, infamous.
Yes.
Remember his son
played
football.
What was the Italian team?
I can't remember.
Was it Torino? Sorry, Torino fans, if I've falsely labelled your club as.
I believe they're in the. Yeah, I believe it's a northern Italian club.
Perugia.
Perugia.
I think it was Perugia.
Well, that's Ravanelli's club, isn't it? That's his hometown club. So there you go.
Oh, circle of Footballocks. All right, Australia. Tell me what's going to happen in Australia then, as soon as I've given you the DL.
This might be slightly embarrassing. I've got no idea.
People can't see you rolling your eyes on a podcast, remember?
Yeah, so we're going to say Melbourne City are going to win it.
Yeah? Good,
Yep.
because that's the only team I know.
There you go. Brisbane Roar. That's another one.
And Newcastle Jets still
Robbie
going.
Fowler's manager have won. I think he's manager. He was manager of Adelaide United, I believe.
And Newcastle Jets still going.
Yeah, I believe so.
Heskey played for them, didn't he?
Newcastle Jets. They're Central Coast Mariners. I've seen them play before. Maybe not a Newcastle team. I mean,
oh, here's one. There's a team in China. You like this name? The Heiko Seaman.
oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Sounds like it sounds like a seaman poem. That does to me. You remember haikus 575?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're making a poem about seamen. Maybe that should be our first competition.
But yeah, first competition, make us a haiku about seamen. and if anyone sends in a haiku about seamen, I promise I'll read it out. Or Ben will, whoever. Do we have an email? We should have an email set up for this thing. For now, use mine, rob.doors86@gmail.com.
Yeah, send your semen into that address.
Yeah, send me your semen at rob.doors86@gmail.com.